The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers update for Thursday, December 12th. Teases that Thomas will remain hopeful about a new partnership. He'll keep up his efforts to convince Hope that they could make a fantastic team. As proof, Thomas will push hard for a fashion face-off between Hope's line and Steffi line. Although Hope will remain concerned about teaming up with Thomas, she'll be intrigued by the idea of going head-to-head with Steffi. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say this competition will indeed move forward, which will give Thomas a chance to grow closer to Hope. He desperately wants a future together, so he'll count on this fashion showdown working in his favor. As for Steffi, she'll be joining forces with Sally on their side of this competition. Steffi will be brimming with confidence soon enough, so Hope had better watch out. In the meantime, Ridge will realize he's getting nowhere with Brooke. Of course, BB fans know Brooke isn't getting anywhere with Ridge either. Since Brooke won't forgive Thomas and Ridge won't pledge his support to Brooke alone, they'll just have to sign the divorce papers. There's no point in going around in circles any longer. After Ridge finishes this somber task, he'll head off to find Eric. Ridge will plan on telling Eric his troubles, but he'll run into Shauna and tell them to her instead. Shauna will assure Ridge that he's not to blame for his failed marriage. She'll think Ridge did everything in his power to fix things with Brooke. Shauna will eventually opt to take off and let Ridge ruminate on his divorce. Before she leaves, Shauna will remind Ridge that he's got so many people who love him. She'll insist that includes her, so Ridge will smile and accept a tender kiss. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers hint that Shauna will make shocking confession during this chat, which may involve the depth of her feelings or her plans for the road ahead. Shauna will gladly wait until Ridge is ready, but she's definitely interested in a future with him. Darren Brooks and Kelly Kruger have much to be grateful for this year with the arrival of their daughter, Everly. Alas, the stars of The Bold and the Beautiful and the Young and the Restless had to say goodbye to a dear loved one, too. Lost for Darren Brooks and Kelly Kruger. Kruger, who recurs as Mac on Your and as Eva on BB, took to Instagram to share that her and Brooks' hearts are shattered because the couple had to say farewell to their beloved dog, Charlie, after a 15-year love affair. I walked into a pet store to get something for our dog, Maddie, and there was this adorable little brindle boxer mix yelping to be held, Kruger recalls. Naturally, it was love at first sight. Kruger returned to the store every few days to visit her, finally realizing that she had to have her. She protected me from that day on. When I was upset, she'd lay on me and breathe deeply till I calmed down. When I was happy, she'd bring me a toy to throw and play with her. We went through everything together. We grew up together. Charlie and our pug Maddie, who we lost in May, were inseparable. They were my best friends, always by my side for my entire adult life. Kelly Kruger reports that Darren Brooks fell in love with Charlie instantly. He'd take her on runs, they'd cuddle on the couch. She kinda became his dog. She loved going on walks and hikes, and we would get up every morning and go on a walk, just the two of us. The last year the walks got shorter because her arthritis got really bad, but she still pushed through. That was our time together. The actress says she's comforted by the fact that Charlie and Maddie are together again at the Rainbow Bridge. My heart hurt so bad. Thank you, Charlie, for 15 incredible years. I'm so thankful you stuck around to meet Everly and spend time with her. We will miss you more than anything, but know you're not in any pain. I love you, my Charles. Thank you for your unconditional love." Soap Hub sends sincere condolences to Kruger and Brooks on their loss. Is there no end to Thomas Evil? The Bold and the Beautiful's Matthew Atkinson discusses his alter ego's bad side and his scary obsession with Hope, Anik and Noel. Viewers of The Bold and the Beautiful have watched as Thomas Forrester falls deeper and deeper into the depths of evil. They've also watched him fall into a vat of what was believed to be acid. But that's neither here nor there. The character is obsessively pursuing Hope, Anik and Noel, and has even used his own son, Douglas, Henry Joseph Samari, in his efforts to sink his hooks into the Logan lady. But it doesn't stop at snatching Hope as his own. Thomas is also hoping to obliterate the marriage between Brooke, Catherine Kelly Lang, and his dad, Ridge, Thorsten Kaye. Which begs the question, is there an end in sight? Thomas's portrayer, Matthew Atkinson, recently answered that very question, and the answer is no. You never know with daytime because stories can go in a couple of different ways. I've experienced that before. You get the exciting times and the happy times. It seems with Thomas Forrester it's always an exciting time. The actor tells TV Insider, "He's got his manipulation tactics in relationships. It's so much fun for me to play." Atkinson didn't know, however, that Thomas was going to become such a BB bad boy. And the more scripts he read after joining the CBS soap earlier this year, the more he kept exclaiming, "Whoa! I didn't really know anything about where the story was going when I came on," he recalls. "I knew he was going to be in the middle of this baby storyline that was going on at the time. I knew that Thomas was going to see Hope as this mother figure for his son and he wanted her. Each time I got a script I went, wow! Whoa! And here we go," as I began to realize the trajectory of this character. I learned exactly where his head space was and how he had these deep wounds from his past with his parents and Caroline's, Lindsay Godfrey, death. All of that had put him in a bad place. So bad of a place that viewers have watched Thomas threaten his own son. Which has been uncomfortable, to say the least. But, as Atkinson points out, not unredeemable. He never went to any real extremes depending on how to look at it. He never hit his son. But yes, he did get angry at him and scare him. The actor says, adding that he particularly enjoyed the resulting scene in which Douglas told his father that he knows there is a good guy deep down in him. Douglas reaching out to his father was huge. Thomas asks himself, "Who am I now?" That brought him back to reality. He's still Thomas Forrester, who will do almost anything. But he does have a conscience. I'm very glad that Henry and I had that scene. It gave the audience a chance to see him in that moment. For more from Atkinson on Thomas' behavior and where the storyline goes from here, check out TV Insider's full article here. Atkinson got his start in soap operas playing the role of Austin Travers on The Young and the Restless from 2014 to 2015. He joined BB in March of 2019, an opportunity that followed jobs on shows like Powerless, Young and Hungry, The Middle, and One Tree Hill. What do you think about the dark direction that the BB writers have chosen for Thomas? Where do you hope the character's storyline goes from here? We want to hear from you. and there are many ways you can share your thoughts. Hope probably feels the need to be amicable with Thomas for Douglas' sake. After all, she has families now with Thomas and Liam. It's a tip she should pass on to her mother, whose marriage is falling apart while Hope amazingly keeps two families going despite what Thomas did to her and her first family. Maybe if Brooke gives Ridge what he wants, she could work from within the family to fix Thomas instead of adversarially lurking outside the family.